Model Y has just started delivery in Australia, with the first vehicles being delivered in Sydney. Here's what you need to know pre-delivery, at delivery and post-delivery to help things go smoothly. Hi there, Grumpy here. So the Model Y has started delivery in Australia, with the first ones in Sydney going out to some probably very excited customers. But there are some things that you may need to know, especially if you've never owned an EV or a Tesla before. Some of these items may also apply to delivery of other electric vehicles, such as the BYD Atto 3. So before I start, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe buttons below. It's free. Most of the things you'll need to do are in the pre-delivery period, so this is quite an important part. First off, make sure you've got insurance cover. It's amazing how many people can forget this. I nearly did once and had to phone up my insurance agent as I was collecting the car to get a quick cover note. But you don't want to take your uninsured vehicle out and have it totaled, especially if you spent $80,000 or whatever on it. Get some quotes from different companies, but make sure they're comparable. You've got to look at excess, the insured value, whether it's agreed or market value. Agreed value is probably the better one. So just don't take the cheapest. Have a look at what each one does. Are you going to get hire car, windscreen cover, no claims bonus protection, and so on? You may find that there's a big variation in price, but there could be a big variation in the amount of cover offered. Tesla's got an app to go with their cars, and there are other EVs around that have also got an app. So you'll need to set up an account, which is usually done with Tesla on the web, and you should already have done that if you've ordered your car. You use the login details for the web to set up on the app. All right, download the relevant app and log in. Then hopefully when you get your car, it's going to appear on there. It's also a good idea to set up two-factor authentication for added security, and just hunt around through the app or on the website to be able to set that up. You will receive a final invoice which will have the payment amount and account details with a reference number. Now with Tesla, it's on the website under your account, and it's got all the details in there, but you need to make sure that it hasn't been hacked, as this has happened to somebody in the past. They sent their money off and Tesla didn't get it, it went somewhere else. So this is what I've just done. I sent a small amount through on the first payment to check that it was all clear. You then get an SMS message saying that the money's been credited to your account. That happens the next day. If you've organised finance, you'll need to ensure you've done all the paperwork there and that they're ready to pay Tesla when asked. So once you've done your first small payment and it's gone through, you're free to pay off the balance using those same details. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I can only transfer a certain amount through each day, so I'm about halfway through paying it off. Next couple of days it will all be paid off, and then I'll be waiting for delivery. Other apps are available, and it's a good idea to install some of these. The first one I would recommend is PlugShare. That will give you good information on whether a charging station is available or even working. All right. It will give you an outline of a map of charging points that are available around, what plugs there are, etc. So when you get to a charge point, you should also always log in through PlugShare to say that you're there and how long you're going to be there for, as that does help others. So being considerate like that will help others. And another thing, being considerate, put in the amount of time that you're going to expect to stay there. I said, maybe an hour or so is good. I have done a video on charging etiquette some time ago, and I'll try and put it up here somewhere. There are a variety of payment apps for charging that may also be required. Here in Australia, the commonest one is ChargeFox, but there are others, so ask around and see what other people have used. Here's just a few of the ones that I've got installed on my phone. I really wish that this would be made a lot easier, but that's a gripe for another day. Another good idea is to join an owners club, such as the Tesla Owners Club of Western Australia, for us here in WA. These clubs are usually very helpful for new owners or people that are expecting to take delivery of their new Tesla. Our particular club holds regular meetups and Zoom meetings every Wednesday night, and these are specifically aimed at new owners who can ask questions and get some advice. And every couple of months we actually have a meetup where you can go have a look at some of the people's vehicles and ask questions. The other thing that a lot of people want to do is pre-purchase some accessories. Personally, I don't advise that. I know some people want to, and that's fine. But usually I would say wait until you've got your car and see what you need. I do know people have ordered things, and then when they get the car, they find that they don't really need them. I've actually picked up a couple of items from people who found they didn't need a particular accessory, and it was one that I wanted, so I bought it off them. The great day arrives. Time to collect your new EV. Hopefully mine's coming soon. If it's a Tesla, you'll be given a time slot to turn up. Don't be late. With the number of Model Ys that are coming out now and going to be pushed through, they don't want you to turn up late because they've given you a time slot. There's only so many staff there to hand over the keys. So the first thing you want to do is inspect the car. Now, in the past, people have complained about panel gaps, the paintwork finish. Nowadays, that is less of a problem than it used to be, but you don't need to be too fussy at this stage when you're picking up your car, because even if you discover something isn't right a few days later, Tesla will fix it. There really isn't any hard and fast rule about the time interval from pickup to complaining about a panel gap or something loose and so on. It used to be within the first 1,000 kilometres, but nowadays anything reasonable is fine. We just don't have a definition of reasonable. Certainly do a much more thorough inspection of the vehicle once you've got it home. And don't forget, it's not just the outside with panel gaps, paint, finish and so on. It's the inside. Check the inside for blemishes or loose fittings as well. At pickup, you'll be given your 2 cards to unlock and drive the car. But you can also set up your mobile phone. And to do this, if you're not sure, ask the salespeople there. The delivery staff will usually help you. But if you don't want to worry about that, wait till you get home and then you can work it out. You may also want to set up some of the other settings in your car, such as driving mode, navigation settings and so on. You can do that whilst you're there, although certainly here in Perth, they really want you to get the car out of their area so that they can get delivering more vehicles. Now, sometimes you'll receive the car without it having a full charge, so you may need to go to a charger first, hence installing PlugShare before you get there. So you can either ask the staff where the nearest charger is or find one on PlugShare that fits in with your journey home. The navigation in your Tesla will have the Tesla supercharger locations and will happily navigate you there if you ask it to. So you can always go to one of those if nearby. But if you know well in advance that you're going to have a long drive, I know some people pick up their car and have got a 300-kilometre drive to get home, you'll want a reasonable amount of charge in there. So you can ask the delivery staff to have it charged before you get there. So some days before, when you know you're going to get your pickup, call them, ask them to have it charged a bit more so that you can get home in a bit more of an easier fashion than having to stop and charge. Now you've got your car, enjoy the drive home. All right, if you're new to EVs, just take it slow at first. You need to get to know the car. It's tempting, I know, to put your foot down and feel that acceleration, but try to avoid that temptation to start off with. Once you get to know the car and its habits and driving capabilities, then you can start exploring that instant torque. Finally, you've got your car sitting in your garage. Now is the time to complete your inspection. Set up the car how you would like it to be. So you go through every menu item and set it up how you think you might need it. You can adjust it at a later date, whether you want to have the car hold when you stop, or if you want it to creep like an automatic used to do. It depends on what you're used to. I like the automatic hold. So set it up, take your time, go through each menu item. Then you may wish to consider getting ceramic coating, PPF paint protection film, maybe some window tinting or some other accessories. Those decisions you should make at your leisure once you've been driving the car and you get a feel for what you might need. There you have it. I hope you found some of these things here helpful. Have an enjoyable life with your new EV, and thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. It's free, but it does help the channel. And also make some comments below if you like. That, I believe, also helps the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for watching. See you all soon.